So fat man,
So sleazy.
tired.
You're always well. Did you watch the 40 hours that was Forbidden Door?
That's why I'm tired.
Oh,
Well, let's talk about that. And oh god, 15 matches, including the pre-show. God damn it! Let's talk all about that on the wrestling show. Welcome everyone. This is Sleazy.
this is the Fatman.
And welcome everyone to another wonderful episode. I need to get some happiness out here because I'm not so 100% sure this is going to be the happiest show that we've done in a while. But first, the Jeopardy champ is here. Mr. Brandon Dietz is here.
What's up, fellas?
Are you ready for this?
I am ready to talk about wrestling, sir, and how amazing professional wrestling is at this time. Minus what we watched on Saturday.
I was just say you're a week late. You're a week early. That's next show.
Yeah, I think it was also a week late too.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, so let's start before I actually talk about the show itself. I had a chance to actually go to this. This is up in Long Island, actually at the UBS Arena. Remember 3 years ago, I want to say? It was 3 years. I went to a concert at the UBS Arena. I was like, God damn it. If somebody doesn't run this, I'll be shocked. It's a beautiful arena, perfectly set up for professional wrestling. And here we are. AEW Forbidden Door 2024. Fat Man, I leave it to you.
Oh, the guy with no voice. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I mean, did any of you watch the 30 hours that was the pre-show?
Hell
5
no.
fucking matches?
Kyle Fletcher faced a nobody.
So Kyle, the master of 0 Hour, Fletcher. Serpentenko?
Yeah, whatever the fuck that guy's name is. Nobody cares.
Okay, a guy whose biggest accomplishment so far is winning a match on Ring of Honor.
Cool. And then you had
Actually gave him a win?
Mm-hmm.
Kings of the Black Throne defeated
3 jobber teams.
Ishii and Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong and Gabe Kidd, random team, and Private Party. Cool.
Did you see the ugly ass brainbuster that Ishii botched?
Mm-mm.
Search it on X, on the tube of the U. Holy fuck, it's bad.
Now I have to go find it.
Okay. Willow Nightingale, the fucking most overrated wrestler in the female division, and Tam Nakano defeated Chris Statlander and Watanabe. Mariah May defeated Saria in the Women's Owen Hart Cup tournament first round. And in trios action, the Lucha Brothers and Mystico defeated LIJ.
How that was not on the main card is
Which one?
almost a travesty.
Which one?
LIJ.
I'm not so sure.
Compared to what we got, that should have been on the main card.
I'm still trying to find this.
Okay. Well,
thing.
The show opened properly.
I'll throw it up in the chat, but it's bad.
Oh, I found it. I think I found it. Somebody had it. Because I just feel like that this is... Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me cue this up for everyone. And
I was about to say you should be.
He can share the screen.
I can definitely share the screen.
Yeah, because this
Get
deserves-
the Asian hermaphroditic porn off there.
Right. Oh, I had to set it up, you know. This is fucking
super slow. Oh!
And that's a large man to do that too.
how?
Oh, that was
How is
Brody
that man
King.
not dead?
Oh my
Brody King
god.
got a neck of fucking steel is what that is.
It was basically chasing the dragon with Ishii doing the brainbuster, but didn't get him quite over.
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Oh, show
And the
up.
crazy part is that wasn't even the worst spot of the entire show.
We'll get to it. MJF versus some guy nobody's ever heard of outside of Mexico. 9 minutes and 50 seconds. John Ken gave this 2 3/4.
What an overrating piece of.
So Ryan and I were talking about this, and we're like, well, why didn't they move the match with Roosh on here? Because Roosh was with AAA. This is a CMLL show. And I said, Roosh is a contracted AEW wrestler. Tony Khan needs to grow a set of balls and say, he's my contracted wrestler. I'm putting him on this show.
My retort is that Roosh could have said, I don't want to fuck up things in Mexico. Because don't forget that that would cost him money if he fucks up that relationship.
Relationship with AAA? Being
Yes.
on a show. Oh, okay.
No,
Well,
Roosh.
that's what I'm
Cost
saying.
Roosh money.
Well,
Yeah.
it would be costing him with AAA because he's not affiliated with CMLL.
Right.
I think it's more likely that why does she always message me when like I'm on air? I think it's more likely that CMLL was all like AAA, no.
It might have been that, but also I wouldn't if I was working with AAA and AEW and they were like, no, they're doing CMLL bullshit. I don't want any guys that work for me on there. I don't want to burn that bridge because that's money out of my pocket, literally.
Right.
If we
Could be
fuck
both.
that.
And it's all for
Yeah, it could
talent
be
exchange
601.
rate.
Yeah. So you got Hechichero here. 2.5 stars. Okay match for a house show. Whatever. It's a warm bowl of water. And that's saying somebody for one of the hottest fucking AEW guys on the fucking roster. It was fine.
So, just in my notes, I literally put such a waste. Hit every 80s heel gimmick ever. Thought that was kind of freaking dumb.
Yeah.
Was it Hachimura?
Hechichero.
Hachichero? Yeah, he's a poor man's Viano 4.
Oh, he absolutely is.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah. Yeah. Match was done, nothing just for the hometown pop. Nothing less, nothing more.
You give it a
Warm
star
bowl of
rating?
water.
Did you give it a star rating?
2-star.
2. I also gave it an okay match for a house show. Nobody cared except for MJF. He got the big pop coming out, and then the crowd completely died for the match. I mean, cool. Yeah, it was a waste of MJF.
I wouldn't say it's a waste of MJF. I would say that it was it shouldn't have opened the show for one. It was good for a pop and then just
Absolutely.
actually the first 2 matches should have swapped.
I think they wanted MJF to pop the crowd first. That's why he opened the show. I'm okay with it opening the show, but I don't think it should have.
Of the matches that were on this show, I don't think it was going to be the strongest, and they knew that. But
that's why I think they put it first. Because if they waited till like the middle of the end, the crowd probably was just going to go, ugh. Yes, it would have popped. It would have been the same. It would have been the same thing. They would have popped for
Right.
MJF. The crowd would have died. it wouldn't have mattered.
But that's kind of my point, is that they could have used that to reinvigorate the crowd halfway through the show.
Okay. Yo Dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
I like trios matches.
Well, trios matches are technically tag team matches. I'm technically right. Being technically right is being the best kind of right.
And that's
The
cool.
Elite versus...
I never said it wasn't.
The Elite versus the Acclaimed and some washed-up Japanese guy.
Okada's...
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
13 minutes. Ken gave us 3 stars. Tanahashi needs to go away. I was just going to say, Tanahashi needs to go away. He can't... It was smart for them to have him not come into the match until the end. Because the guy can't move. He cannot move. Huh?
It was wasted to me. So what I like, it was a fun little rap. It was great to see Okada and Tanahashi clash again. But it was so small and insignificant. Crowd was into it, though. Crowd was jumping for this. But I honestly thought this had potential, and it just kind of fell in their face. Like, it just wasn't good. And you expect, like, the Bucks to put on something nice. Especially in big showtime. They normally come out with, it just looked flat. So, the first 2 matches just really didn't set a tone for me. Like, and granted, we've been spoiled with good WWE. Like, the first match on a WWE show gets everything going for the night. These 2 just didn't do it for me. I gave it 2 stars.
I gave it the Mike Sanders 2 3/4. It was above average. Nothing more, nothing less. I mean, that's not really much to say. Nothing more, nothing less.
Our next T-shirt.
Más
Saying that right
now. I gave this an okay match for a house show. First of all, I love shitbag Okada. Okay, that's fucking hilarious. There was one point in the match where he tags in fucking, might as well say it because it's the most apropos, Pearl Harbor's Tanahashi, and then immediately he gets hit and then goes and tags out. Just like shit like that. It's just okay. Yes, I love that. That being said, you both are spot on. It was. Would you guys laugh if I said this was a TV main event? You know, or a house show main event?
TV main event.
Yeah, it was like cool. You got all these cool wrestlers in there, and they're working. I don't want to say the bare minimum, but definitely working towards a Tanahashi hat tag. Call it a day, whatever. I think my rating for most overrated wrestler of the year this year still very much in contention here with Tanahashi. I think he absolutely needs to stop wrestling. This is match 51 of this year.
He's wrestled 51 times?
Yes, this year alone.
What the fuck, dude?
Just absolutely ridiculous. I really don't know what to say other than that. One other tiny bit of things. Do we no longer care about the Acclaimed?
We haven't cared about Acclaimed for like a year.
He fucked up on the mic. I have not given a single fuck about him.
Okay. I think we're seeing more and more of, and then the bell rang with them. So I hate to be that guy, but they're not delivering in the ring. Not that they were before, but I guess they were hidden because they were in the ring with a lot of other great talent. Not that there wasn't great talent here, but they were trying to tell the story of Tanahashi, and Acclaimed was like the least important piece of all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to add on a little bit of that, if you had to pick one to watch, whether it was Bowens or Caster, who are you choosing? Because right now, to me, it's Bowens.
Oh, yeah, without question, it's Bowens.
Yeah, Bowens carries that.
Yep.
And
Max
it
is
used
great
to be
on the
other
mic.
way around.
Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Caster was on. Now it just looks like he's kind of just going through the motions. It's depressing, to be honest with you, because they were one of the most hotter tag teams in that division. And
you know what's funny?
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's Nakamura syndrome. Nakamura used to phone it in when he wasn't getting a huge push.
Well, here's the thing: the Acclaimed are number one contenders for the tag titles.
In this economy,
at the same time, they're going to have to. They have to win the belts.
I don't think they're going to.
I think they have to. If
they're
you
not
want
going
to keep them together, they've got to win it.
Either they're going to win it, or it's going to be the catalyst for them breaking up.
The reason why they won to begin with, they won a non-title match to get the shot. So the Bucks are getting their win back. That's 100% going to happen.
Do you know what's sad and depressing? I didn't 100% realize that until they started this 6-man that they had a title shot in the back. How depressing is that?
I didn't even know that, so you're perfectly fine.
Okay.
Now let's get to the real start of the pay-per-view.
Men's Owen Hart first round. Daniel Bryanson, haven't said that in a long time, versus Shingo Takagi. Why did I not? It was 20 minutes. I don't know why I didn't write down the time, but I know it was 20 minutes. Kent gave this 4 1/4. Sleazy.
I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was good. I hated, and if they're going to keep doing this with Danielson matches, it's just going to drive me nuts. Is doing the whole stupid fucking, oh my God, we got to get Doc Samson in here 10 minutes into the fucking match. Fuck you guys. Seriously.
Here's the thing.
I fucking enjoyed that, though.
No, it was, Ryan loves when I say this, dumb.
It was dumb.
I gave this match 2 stars because of this thing. Why? Why was Danielson getting counted out when the fucking doctor was checking on him?
Yeah, there were a lot of...
Why wasn't the match stopped when Danielson was clearly hurt? This is obviously, you got to suspend disbelief as part of the storyline. I get it, but... and he was dropped on his head. It's dumb, and it looks bad. Why did the match go on another 17 minutes after? It makes Takagi look like shit. It makes AEW look like shit. It makes your referees look like shit.
They've been shit all the time.
I know, but still, I'm going to bring it up. Why did Danielson kick out a Made in Japan when it affects the neck? Fuck your finish.
There's going to be a lot of that.
Everything after that spot was stupid. Plus, Takagi didn't tap. The ref made a judgment call. Really? Like Danielson was hurt and he didn't make a judgment call? Fucking stupid. Absolutely stupid. If they would have done the same thing without the referee spot, this probably would have been a 4-star match. They did it. It was fucking... Or the doc spot. They did it. It was fucking stupid. It took away from the whole entire match. That's why I gave it 2 stars. I can't justify giving it anymore.
I understand that. I appreciate that. I gave it 4 stars because despite that stupidity, I thought the match was good. But I do absolutely believe that if we're going to keep doing this, fuck this shit, seriously. The other issue that I had with the match is, once again, you brought it up, the finish itself. I know on commentary that's where they went with it. I don't think that was the point, because you don't see as much like tap out finishes in New Japan.
I think he passed out, but they said it was a judgment call and he verbally tapped because he was laying there for a good minute afterwards. but I think the commentators fucked up.
Right.
But still, that's what they said, so it made it worse.
I would agree with that. I agree with that, but when you're trying to do that on the call, on the fly, things like that, I give them a lot more leeway when you're talking about a live.
You know what?
call
I
like that.
don't, because they've been doing it for years. They're experienced. I don't care. I'm not giving them any leeway. If WWE did the same thing, I'll be saying the same thing. So it's not just an AEW thing. They're experienced enough.
I would bring it up, but it wouldn't affect the quality of the match, in my opinion. There's the difference, I guess.
Okay.
Fellas, I had no problem with this match. So, like I said at the beginning, this was the kickoff of the pay-per-view to me. So I put great fucking scrap. I actually enjoyed the whole selling of the previous Tiger drop, like the previous injury. I dig that shit. Try to suspend belief. I appreciated it. I popped when Shingo went for the lariat and he reversed it into a sub. That to me, he hit that catch wrestling, and I'm like, "Ooh, that hits the jimmies right there for BT." So for me, I thought this was going to be the start of something good. I saw the show had potential to trend back up, but then we get into the next one.
What'd you give it?
Oh, I gave it 4.
I will say
same rate piece of shit.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, we both liked it.
This tells me the way they were talking, Danielson's winning this and winning it all in. Just the way they're going.
Yeah.
Danielson hasn't won a title. His neck's hurt. Plus, Danielson's also going on interview saying, I don't deserve a title right now. My body can't hold up. Come on. He's winning this fucking tournament. And
So
he's
if
winning
he
the title.
wins it, he can't keep it long then. Somebody's got
He doesn't need to.
He doesn't need
He
to. He's
doesn't
gonna,
need to defend it.
well, they're not going to do a tournament and then have him win and then have him go to. Well, no, they would. It's AEW.
Yeah, I was gonna say they did it last year, didn't they? The first year they did it, nobody like Britt and Adam didn't defend the belts, did they? I don't think they ever defended the belts.
Huh?
The Owen Hart Cup
Well,
belts.
the belt. So the winner of the tournament this year is the number one contender for All In. They just got like a trophy and a belt. It wasn't for the. It was just you won this. It wasn't a defending championship.
Right. That's my point. Is I think that I believe
I'm saying
that Danielson's not going to actually challenge. He's going to win the tournament and go, I can't do this. I need somebody else that can then handle this, and he gives his championship way to
MJF,
to Claudio.
To Claudio
no,
or somebody.
They're not going to do that.
I think so. I think they'll give it to either Mox or Claudio. Because I don't think Danielson's going to do it.
If he wins the tournament, he's getting the title shot.
Who knows? At this point, who fucking knows? Did Jarrett make it past the first round?
It's tomorrow.
Jarrett wrestles this week, Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
But he's
I'm gonna
against
tell
the
you.
wild card.
So is it set up? Now, I didn't look at the brackets. Is it set up so Jarrett and Danielson can be in the finals?
I think so, yeah.
Because that's going to be the finals. Because they put Jarrett on a pedestal, so to speak, for the tournament. Like, I knew Owen for so long. We did so much together back in that other company, blah, 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 blah.
And
they
you know what AEW is going to do? Have him lose first round.
First round? Yeah.
First round loss to
No,
potentially
it's going to be MJF. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be the wild
I
card.
think it's going to be Dijak.
Nope. It's almost certainly going to be Dijak. Or Ricochet.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, no,
true.
it's not going to be Dijak. It's 100% going to be Ricochet.
Could be Ricochet, yeah.
It's pretty Ricky. Come on.
Well, is Will in the tournament?
Huh?
No.
Is Ospreay in the tournament?
No.
They're going to hold on that one. 100%.
AEW Women's Championship. Timeless Tony Storm defends against. See, I pronounced it right last week. If you could do it. Mina Shirakawa.
That's good. That's
11 minutes, 40 seconds. Ken gave us 3.5 stars. Sleazy, you're the women's wrestling enthusiast.
19,000 stars. Let's get going.
I literally put 19 plus because I knew you were going to say that. But your real star rating is
3 stars. And I think I'm being generous. Okay, so obviously last week's show we talked, mid-year awards and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my god, this could be, the best match of the year. Hasn't
what did I
happened yet.
say?
Yeah, fuck you. Trust me, we'll talk about women's wrestling later on too. You fuck.
Oh, I already have it in the notes.
Oh, I can't wait. An hour from now, of course.
Yeah.
This match was fine. Okay, don't get me wrong. Let me put it this way. Hey, look who it is.
For start,
See him making it rain over here. Here. How should I put this? First of all, fuck your finish like 4 times in the match.
Yep.
Especially the top rope fucking Mina driver followed by another one. Gets you 2. Fuck you. Obviously, there's no doubt who was going to win. Mina's not even on the roster.
Right.
Duh,
I think before you go on, I think that's kind of the problem with these Forbidden Door shows.
Yes. And the ones where it wasn't a problem was so obvious who the winner was going to be that it might as well have been predicted too.
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
So I 100% agree with you in that respect. As for the actual, first of all, whoever was doing the camera, doing God's work. Okay. I'm just going to say that. Just leave it at that. Let it go.
His towels he needs to wash
everywhere
40 times.
Everywhere. Having Club Venus on AEW TV is always going to be a great thing for me personally. Having Stardom be represented on a major promotion like this, great. The two of them just didn't put anything major together, in my opinion. There are a lot of not big things that happened that were botches, but a lot of little tiny stuff that was like, and that's why I can't give it anything more than 3 stars. And like I said, once again, the fucking fuck you guys, in terms of the fucking garbage kicking out of everything.
Well, I gave it 3.5. I agree with John. I thought it was a really good match. My notes, really good match. Best match so far, in my opinion. Sleazy will probably overrate this match and underrate the other women's match. Literally in my notes. So if you gave this 3 stars, Greek.
Yeah, fellas, I have the same rating, 3.5. So 3.5. Great back and forth action. I thought Mina looked on point. The only thing I really didn't like was the ending. I did not like the fact that Myra May stood at a neutral distance. I thought she should have made a choice and be over with it. But if they're going to extend the story out and have them be basically a throuple, I'm all for that.
She's winning the women's bracket and facing Toni Storm and All In. That's 100%. Which is 100% was going to happen. So,
yeah, for me, it was still felt like, hey, good pay-per-view. Till we get into this next one, folks.
Wait, good pay-per-view until we get into this next one? Oh boy.
Yes.
Orange Cassidy versus Zack Sabre Jr. 16 minutes and 20 seconds. Kent gave this 3.5. Okay, I'm interested in this rating, Deets.
Poop emoji.
Really?
What? Fucking hated it. I think this gimmick is so fucking played out. Granted, Sabre looked like a G. I will give him that. He literally did catch wrestling the entire time. Hits me right there. But I am so done with this fucking lazy ass looking just it annoyed me to the fact where I actually fast forwarded this. Like,
Wow.
you're
happy.
I haven't said this in a while, but you're 100% fucking wrong.
I fucking hated it.
This was a
my
great
rated match.
This was a
Wow.
great match.
I
This is
fucking
great
hated it.
psychology and further proof that Orange Cassidy can do it all.
No, fuck no, absolutely not.
Bullshit.
Thought
He
it was terrible.
he was going toe to toe with Zack Sabre Jr. wrestling wise. 100%. Oh, 100%. You fast forward the match, you didn't even know. So
I watched most of it.
Yeah.
Till I got around
4 stars. This was fucking great.
Wow. This is interesting.
drizzle shits.
I am very surprised. I thought this was great too. So I maybe I'm an Orange Cassidy mark, I guess. I don't know.
No, we've only worked with him, so I mean, we know
And listen,
the guy.
I'm normally the Cassidy mark. I've seen him more times than I can count on my hands. Hell, I've drove the guy places.
Yeah. I mean, we've all worked with him at some point.
I didn't like it. And I normally love Orange matches. Like, this was not my cup of tea.
Here's my thing about this. And this match kind of reminds me, and this is going to be a deep cut for people who don't watch like Progress or ICW or stuff. Zach had a match with Marty Scurll about it was a Super 8 like 7-8 years ago. And all they did the entire match was just catch wrestling, no bumps. Neither one took a single goddamn bump the entire match. And Zach won with like a submission hold. This kind of reminded me of that, in the fact that Orange Cassidy's character, it makes sense that he can do that stuff, that he chooses not to in most matches because he doesn't need to. He can just put his hands in his pocket and do whatever he wants to do. But it shows that, oh my God, underneath that, he can actually work. And he tried to beat Zack Sabre Jr., failed at it, which is another good plot point because to Deet's credit, like if you believe that he was taking the match not seriously, then it makes sense that Zack Sabre Jr. beat the shit out of him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
From a catch wrestling standpoint. There is one big spot that absolutely was a stupid fucking spot. Later on, when they did the second bout of pin combination back and forths, Orange Cassidy got on top of Zack Sabre Jr. and did the whole hands in pocket spot while he was pinning Zack Sabre Jr. And the ref's like, and it's Bryce too. So I'm doubly giving shit to Bryce on this one. But Zach's being pinned right there. He's got his shoulders on the mat. Orange is on top of him. And he's not counting. 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 And finally, he goes and bridges. And it's like, you fucking asshole. Like, what the fuck are you doing? At least start to get down or let Zach kind of like move around.
You have to suspend your disbelief because he had to get the spot in. That's me being Ryan.
Fuck this.
Ryan's not on the show.
I know, but I'm just saying he's wrong when he says that. But what'd you rate it?
4 stars. I thought it was great. Tied for my match of the night up to this point.
Okay. Yo,
Speaking
dog, I
of
heard you
Ryan,
like
trios
matches. The Learning Tree and Jeff Cobb versus Samoa Joe,
Matanza.
Hook, and Shibata.
AKA the new best friends.
13
Best
minutes,
Friends 2.0.
13 minutes and 20 seconds. Kent gave this 3 stars. This was the match that fucked me on the scorecard. Spoiler, Ryan won by 1 point.
Wow.
135 to 134. I had Hook beating Jericho. I switched it to Jericho beating Hook, and I lost by 1 point. I switched it like as soon as I got home because I'm like, I think Jericho's gonna win. But nope. I was so pissed because I switched it last minute. I tinkered. Overall,
When you tinker.
two and 3/4 again it was above average. That's it. Cool.
I'll jump in. My notes, I said, fuck this match. Should have been Cobb versus Joe. I need Cobb versus Joe.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I didn't like
That!
how it ended.
Why the fuck didn't we have that?
Fucking, you could have had Monsters Ball. You could have had Joe, Cobb, Wardlow.
Wardlow. Powerhouse
I need
Hobbs
my
if you
meat.
want.
And then
Powerhouse
Hobbs.
if you wanted to. Like,
Yeah, but if you wanted to stick with the story, Joe fucking Cobb. Why are we doing Joe fucking Cobb here?
it's AEW. There is no stories. Joe Cobb. That's that simple. It's that simple. Do we need to see Jericho wave to people?
No.
No. The crowd just chanted, "Please retire" to him.
Yeah, it's literally in my notes. I said I didn't like how it ended. Crowd super against Jericho. I absolutely despised the ending. I did not like the fact that Hook used the Judas effect to get the win.
I didn't mind it, but he used it and then waited like 15 seconds and then pinned him. That's what I didn't like.
Fuck Jericho.
You've got the Taz Mission, Red Rum, Kacha Hajime, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's the wheelhouse for him. That's how it should have finished.
I understand why they did it, and I'm fine with it. But since it was Jericho's finish, Jericho's like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. I'll just still take the pin. Just
Correct.
and going back, I'm sorry to interrupt you again, but going back to the Jericho must retire, people go that is like, oh, Jericho has heat. No, people really think he should fucking retire. That's not heat. That is go away. That's go away heat. That is please go away. We don't want you anymore. Heat.
Would you consider this almost Enzo Amore heat?
No, because Enzo Amore didn't have heat.
Fuck you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Enzo Amore didn't have heat. So
We had heat in the back.
Yeah,
about it.
Heat in the back.
And to that underage girl he raped. But anyway.
Wow.
I said the R word.
You said
But
sir.
Damn it.
But still. I know, I said the R word.
Ridiculous? Yeah,
Sure.
this match.
It could have been such a solid match, but the whole tomfuckery with Jericho just kind of, and the crowd, no, 2 stars.
Matanza Cueto versus fucking Samoa Joe. Where's my
Absolutely.
fucking match, you fucking cowards?
Samoan
This was
versus Samoan.
terrible.
Come on.
This is terrible. This fucking match was garbage from the moment it started. 1 star. And my God, this is it for Jericho. Jericho and Tanahashi should have a fucking retirement match together where they both pin each other so they both can leave.
Either that or the ring explodes, and actually explodes, and then, but we just don't see him anymore.
Yeah, kill him off literally.
Jericho went back to his home planet.
Ladder match for vacant AEW TNT Championship. Here we go. Mark Briscoe, Take a Shida, Jack Perry, Sleazy favorite wrestler Leo Rush, El Phantasmo, and Dante Martin. 16 minutes and 55 seconds. Canton gave this 3.5. Deets, go ahead.
Mr. Canton and I are getting along. I agree with him. 3.5, folks. Holy Brainbuster Batman. Mark Briscoe tried to kill himself. That whole table spot outside.
Several times.
I totally popped for Mr. Take a Shida, the blue thunder bomb onto the tables. That was fucking awesome.
Which he just got right back up from. Way to not sell going through a table.
Typical AEW. I honestly think Raw Kid died here, though.
Who do you think should have won? Mark?
No.
No, it should have been Takeshita. Takahashi, whatever it is.
Takeshka.
Takeshka. Thank you.
Oh my God! Look at this
Oh my
fat
God,
fuck.
he's ugly. And he's bald. And
Wait.
he's got a beard.
Wait,
And he's on his last 15-minute break at work, so he decided to fucking hijack the show.
which one are you talking
yeah.
about? Fat, bald, glasses, beard. Which one?
The one that has something in his mouth. I don't know if it's a
Which
cigarette
one?
pipe or
I'm at work. It has to be a cigarette.
Okay.
Hi, boys. How are we?
Welcome. So currently we're talking about a ladder match that happened on Sunday night.
Right kid died.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely right kid died.
I get it for the storyline and or wannabe storyline that they're doing, but it's just to me it was just typical AEW bullshit.
You're watching an AEW show. If you don't go into that mindset of it's going to be AEW bullshit, why are you watching an AEW show?
He's saying
Because
that.
I have
for
to
the
rate
show.
it with you fucks.
Yeah. That's what I keep saying. You're pulling a me on him. I gave this 3 1/4. It looks like they got those silver ladders from Dollar Tree. I mean, it was
Not
a
like those high quality ladders from NXT Battleground a few weeks ago.
right.
Last Legend almost fucking died.
That's
I mean,
Dollarana for you Canadian fucks.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, I know that place. There's the Mario socks.
it was a good ladder match, but
They've had better.
they've had better. Like Mark Briscoe tried to kill him and Takeshka multiple times.
Why is AEW always trying to kill Dante Martin?
Because Darby Allin's ain't around.
Yeah, they
Right?
gotta have somebody to kill. And also, Right Kid died.
I'm surprised Darby wasn't in this.
Well, I
Just
mean,
to have him die.
He's dead. He's got to recover from his death.
oh, and I heard a little bit of this earlier, so I'm going to make a comment. I had an issue with the same match, but it wasn't because of Orange. It's because fuck Zack Sabre Jr., and I had to get that in.
Yep. Well, we talked about it, how you beat me in the scorecard by 1 point.
1
It's 'cause
point.
I tinkered.
Mm-mm.
I had Hook beating Jericho by pin. I switched it to Jericho beating Hook. I think by pin.
Yeah,
I
but that's
switched
like-
the two.
That's like 10 points lost. If you look at the final match, the AEW World Championship between you pick Swerve, you win.
Well, even
because
if
you-
Jericho, I win.
No, because the points were so close in the main event. I got more points than you in the main event to take the win.
Oh,
Any other match, the last match was the most important match, and you were fucking dumb because you thought Ospreay was winning.
I thought he
we
was
both-
winning.
We both called the time exactly and got the
28
point. Yeah, we called the time exactly, and there was another thing that had to be called exactly, and I called that exactly to the spot. Like I just need a New Japan for my 4th Grand Slam.
That was the best showing I've ever had on a scorecard, and I lost.
I forgot.
No, I still think if I picked Jericho, I win there. It wouldn't have mattered because I would have gained points. Anywhere I gain points, I win.
Anyway, yeah.
So
Yeah,
it didn't
and that's
matter.
the one change you made.
And I changed it like 10 minutes before the show.
But you both beat Al.
Yeah, fuck
Yes.
Al Barrett.
Al.
Yep.
Did I miss the fuck Dave Meltzer? Fuck Dave Meltzer.
Oh,
No,
we
you
haven't said
haven't, you
that.
haven't hit one yet.
No,
Oh, okay. I got like 2 more minutes left, so I got to get my shit in.
Get your shit in, get it going. Any other thoughts onto the show up to this point?
Long? Because I know that's going to be. I'm going to say it now, but I'm almost to a point that I know AEW shows are going to go long now. It's just
that's why I'm
to me it
watching
was
the next day.
the 2-day thing you do is brilliant because you don't get burned out. I didn't mind the long AEW pay-per-views before, but now that you're doing a pay-per-view every month, boys, 4 hours max. And anything over 4 hours can just 4 hours max, boys. And you add on your hour of pre-show, which is going to have 17 fucking matches on that.
Mhm.
There was 5 matches on this pre-show, and like
Live.
matches that were important, like the opening round of the women's own heart tournament. Like that couldn't have got on pay-per-view.
Right.
MJF had to phone in a fucking performance against the Mexican kid that they wanted to have somebody like.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Goddamn
Bandito
Yahoo
all
Ford.
over again.
Yeah.
I like him. That 21 Plex is sick.
Fair, but it's just like that. It's the thought process behind it. They wanted to get this Mexican guy over that, so they give him a couple of big spots against their top stars.
Fair.
That's what they did with Bandito. So, anything else?
No, again, outside of being long, like I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed most wrestling. There wasn't really no gripes or picks or pokes or anything like that I had.
Okay, I just want to get your shit in while you still had a couple.
I'm waiting for the next match to be talked about so I can get my shit in and balance. That's all. I'll start off the next match.
Well, Sleazy hasn't even talked about the ladder match.
Oh shit! Talk
Oh,
quick.
it's fine. It's fine. 3 stars.
Fine.
All right.
Fine.
Winner take all for the AEW, TBS, and NWA and JPW Strong. Mercedes Monet versus Stephanie Vicaire, 17 minutes. Can't give us 3.5. Ryan.
I'm sorry to steal that women's enthusiast opening thing, but I like that Stephanie chick. I want to see more of her, and I think that the crossover is really good. The only thing I'm ever going to take from that match, 2 things I'm going to take from that match is Sasha finally got her belt, and Britt Baker's going to take it all from her.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Simple as that.
Okay, I'll go next as I'm the mark. We'll save it for last. This match was better than the Toni Storm match. 100%. You're wrong if you don't. No, you're wrong if you don't think so. I gave this 3 3/4. Sleazy or sloppy at sometimes, but still great. Stephanie cheap. What an ass. What an ass. But
This was Fat Man's favorite match of the year.
yes, it was. 3 poop emojis because he hates black people and Latinos.
No, I do not.
But this was better than the other match, despite what everything says. I want to touch on Britt Baker. You guys called when I said Mercedes was underrated last week, that she's in mid-card, but yet Toni Storm is getting the storylines with the Mariah May thing, which is great. But all the attention is going towards Mercedes and the TBS title.
I wonder why that's the case.
Because she's a bigger name.
No, because you're getting paid more.
But she's also a bigger name. You can't say no, it's true. That's why Britt's going after her. Which Britt should 100% win, by the way. Even though I am the Sasha mark, Britt should 100% win. Crowd couldn't have cared less, to be honest. They were doing fuck Red Sox chants, fuck Celtics chants.
Well, no, they got behind Vicker like
They
pretty
did.
well, though. Like enough for me where I said, "Hey, yo, this chick can actually fucking go. She's got the crowd."
Well, no, she can go. She was at that Stardom show we went to, right, Sleazy?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's where I saw
she
her.
can fucking go.
But
I just laughed because they were booing the face of the mid card. What I didn't understand, you have Britt Baker come out, and she just stood there.
Mm-hmm.
It made no sense to me.
stood there and walked back.
Pick a fucking mic up, go down, have a face off.
It was like
Do
they
something.
were running late on the show.
They both look confused. Even Sasha does the stupid. Like, no. This match absolutely was shit. Drizzle shits, inflaming taint shit. It was bad. It was real fucking bad.
You're
Minus,
again.
I do want to see more of Stephanie.
You're wrong though. Again,
Drizzle shits. If you want my real star rating, it's 2 stars.
What did I rate the Toni Storm Mina match?
3.
Guess what I rated this?
3 stars.
Also 3 stars. I thought it was fine. There were a lot of little things that could have been better. There are a lot of nothing major botches, but this is where I really wanted to take time to talk about the crowd itself. The entire, and it wasn't just this match, it was most of the night. The crowd did not give a shit about this show. It was apparent here because what started the fuck the Celtics chant had
was a
nothing
guy
to-
standing up
exactly
with a Celtic. Well, I'm wearing a Celtic shirt, but a guy standing up wearing a Celtic shirt on facing the hard cam, like
Right.
third row, and then
That's
that
what
went to
started
yeah.
the bullshit. And it was
Mhm.
like, that's what's getting you heat. Not Mercedes is getting heat. That asshole with the Celtics shirt in Long Island is getting heat.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. You know, like I said,
And we sorry to interrupt you again, but we talked about how the last couple WWE shows, the crowds have been fucking amazingly hot. This
is
show,
the exact opposite.
exact opposite.
Yeah.
No, they went into business for themselves. That's really
That's what-
but
Here's the thing: most indie companies, they do. Sorry, most indie shows, not most, but some.
I'm gonna call. I'm not gonna say.
Not most, but if you have I'm not calling it AEW an indie show. Sorry, that was bad.
this
They're
is like
not an
PWG Light.
No.
No.
Here's what I want to say. Where did the beginning of fans or crowds going into business for themselves start?
Raw after WrestleMania 29,
In
New Jersey.
about 45 minutes from this arena. Okay. So it's kind of, and that was a WWE show, you know?
Mhm.
So to be fair, there's a history of crowds going into business for themselves on big shows like this. But just to finish up on this, I'm glad Stephanie got a spot here in the same breath that Mina did. I hope that she comes back. This match was fine. That's it.
They announced basically another Forbidden Door the day after Wrestle Kingdom next year.
Yeah, it's going to be different. It's gonna
Wrestle Dynasty.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the same thing. And we talked about how most of these matches are predictable. Is it a good thing?
Yes.
I think it is also to an extent.
You know why it's a good thing is it gives them. See, one of the biggest problems with the Forbidden Door aspect is it's one company that's taking the ball, so to speak. So to have another company that's pretty much on equal footing. I'll obviously New Japan's been around longer. AEW has more money inflow. We'll talk about that later, I'm sure. But they're almost on equal footing when it comes to popularity. So to have New Japan do an equally Forbidden Door-esque show means that you can really truly do like an out of nowhere type of booking where, oh my God, Numbnuts actually won the belt, you know, and it's got to bring it to that.
My problem with it is that as a once a year concept, it's fantastic. They're not doing it once a year. They're doing it every other month. Moxley won the IWGP title against Naito. And then we'll talk about that next match. But it's not a I don't want to say it's a used up concept, but
Excuse me.
They're doing it too much to make these shows special anymore.
Yeah, it's watered down. You're absolutely right.
And so when I'm like, to an extent, yeah, you're getting AEW fans exposure or AEW wrestlers exposure in Japan and some CMLL talent too, which is great. It gives them exposure, but I feel like it's not going to be special. It's going to be, it's another wrestling show.
Here's the fucking I agree with everything you just said. Here's the problem with New Japan. Name me somebody that is worth a damn that's under 35. You
In
can't.
AEW or
No, New Japan.
Oh yeah, Shota. You know, I mean that's
really about it.
Yeah.
And he was hurt.
Yeah, Yoya. I mean, you've got the next generation of the Three Musketeers, or they're trying to push them as the next generation of the Three Musketeers.
They're not ready yet.
They're not ready yet. They're absolutely not ready yet.
Yeah.
And
Losing Okada was huge. Losing Jay White was huge. Omega the Bucks, huge.
Well, they lost all of their main
I mean,
to AEW, and then you do this.
like you said, Kota Ibushi. Where the fuck's he been? Plus, he's with AEW now. He's not even in New Japan. So it.
to be fair, he's hurt still.
Yeah.
He's wrestling on two broken
When is he
ankles.
not hurt? That's the problem.
Well, he's wrestling on two broken ankles for years. So, I mean.
So maybe. Wait. Takahashi, maybe? Is the only one I can think of? Is he even under 35? He's got to be under 35. Takahashi?
I don't think he is.
Takahashi? A couple years ago, I thought they were going to like, oh, he's looking to get up into the heavyweight division. Then he's still in the Super Juniors. So
Because to be fair, they didn't know what to do with him.
He's
89.
1 year under. He's
Yeah,
34.
34. Yeah,
okay, all
he
right.
turns 35 in December.
So yeah, okay. IWGP Championship. John Moxley defends against Naito. 17 minutes and 5 seconds. Kent gave this the Mike Sanders overrating piece of shit.
This is 17 minutes I will never, ever get back in my life.
This was the worst match of the night. And it wasn't even close.
Absolutely right.
I don't know what they did in this match.
They fucking phoned it in.
100%.
Yeah, Mox totally phoned this fucker in. Literally went straight to Shitsville within 6 minutes. Within 6 minutes, I knew Naito was winning. Nothing clicked here. I thought the pacing was fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And just weird and off. No, thank you. Didn't like it.
Rating.
1 star.
1. Same rating, piece of shit. There was miscommunication all over the place in this match. I like using this phrase. It was like they were wrestling 2 different matches together. It just I don't know what was going on.
Do you think the language barrier played a part in
No,
this?
because they've had better matches. This is their 3rd match together. So they've had better matches. They had one in G1 and then the Windy City Riot where Moxley won. They've had better matches. They're capable of it. You're 100% right. They phoned it in. What a god awful match this was.
And this was essentially a co-main event.
This was Moxley's worst match in AEW.
This might be his worst match since leaving.
Yeah.
I'll go that far.
Yeah.
Even with what I rated it, I think I agree with that too.
Would you rate it?
I gave it a 1.5 stars. So we're in the same ballpark here.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely have hated the entire run of John Moxley, IWGP World Champion, from the moment he won it to every match he had during it and this fucking match finishing it. Absolutely garbage. Fatman's 100% on point here. It's like they're wrestling 2 different matches. I almost wonder if there was that couldn't have happened because
Do you
this is
think he
AEW.
got hurt at Bloodsport? Because he
That's
got busted pretty good.
That would be my only suggestion here, is that he was just not in a, because he didn't do his normal, it's 30 seconds in the match, I got to be, bleeding everywhere, like he did with every fucking match during this run. Like this was a rare non-bloody John Moxley match. Like what the fuck is this shit?
I don't think anyone got color on this show.
Which is, well, they can't. It's New York.
It's New York.
Oh, that's right.
So
Now, if they would have got busted open the hard way, would they have stopped it?
They won't
No.
stop it. So New York City or New York State Athletic Commission recognizes that people can get hurt in the ring, and there's a lot of, you have to have specific guidelines and stuff like that in there. But if something happens, something happens. But if they believe that it was not legit, they will fine the ever-loving fuck out of you and take away your license. So that being said, no one was getting color on the show. And I think part of the reason why Moxley was, kind of not happy with that, I would assume, because that is his MO.
Maybe
So-
he phoned it in because of it.
Yeah, it's like, well, fuck you guys.
If we're not going to have the match I want to have, we're just going to have a stinker.
Yeah, but to
that's
have a
what I'm kind of
stinker in the-
suggesting.
The second to last match of the night, where the crowd's already fucking tired.
He was losing the title to Naito in a match that everyone knew was going to come out that way because Moxley was definitely dropping it back to him. And most importantly, we had this fucking, Naito is going to be, apathetic about it. So there was not going to be this huge, oh my God, Naito's won the championship. Blah, blah, blah. No, he just takes it, he just throws it on the ground, fucks off to the back. It's just
Typical Naito.
It was typical Naito, but then you had Moxley basically sell in the ring and then just roll out and leave after all that. So it's like, fuck you both, in character Naito, but for real Moxley. Whatever. Fuck these guys. Fuck the match.
AEW World Championship. Swerve Strickland defends against Will Ospreay. 27 minutes and 5 seconds. Kent gave this 4 3/4. Sleazy.
The fuck was it missing?
Oh my God. Here we go. Sleazy's going to say what was missing.
Oh, there's a lot missing. First of all, fuck your finish like 15,000 times.
Of course, it's an AEW main event.
Right? Are we seriously going to fucking do a ref bump? God damn it. The whole okay, I'm done with the Don Callis Ospreay thing. I really am. Because the entire thing doesn't make sense anymore. Either do it or don't do it. Just finish it the fuck up.
It doesn't make sense because they're not building it on TV.
Right.
They're just forcing it.
Right.
I appreciated the fuck out of that, though.
I don't.
What?
I did.
The Callis thing?
Yes.
I don't mind it, but they're not building it up. That's the problem.
Listen, it's not about build up. It's about Will trying to do the right, thinking about either fucking somebody over or doing the right thing. But
Nope. I'm going to stop you right there. In the match, he said he would never use the fucking Tiger Driver. In the match, he went to go use the Tiger Driver.
Yeah.
Therefore, it doesn't matter if he was going to do the right thing or not. In that same match, your logic just went out the window.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't make any sense.
Me.
It's not doing the right thing. That's why they're not doing the work. That's why I also gave it 4 3/4. Because that fucking bullshit at the end. The match should have ended when he went to go do the Tiger Driver and Swerve countered it into a cradle. That's where the match should have ended. And then that would have been a 5-star match. Because he said he never used it. He was desperate. He couldn't put Swerve away. He went to go pull it out. Swerve countered it. Won. Perfect ending. Perfect ending. But then they had 5 more minutes of bullshit after that they didn't do the work on.
Exactly.
That's why I cannot go 5 stars. It's not. You're wrong. You're 100% wrong.
Wait, what did you give it?
I gave it 4.
5.
You gave it 5.
I gave it 4
5.
stars.
You gave it 4?
Yeah, I gave it 5.
Yes, I gave it
I
4
put
stars.
great back and forth. I appreciated the Nana and Callis going at it. The big thing that a lot of crazy spots in this match, like the I guess it was like a Oz cutter, but Swerve countered it in midair and kicked him.
Yeah.
Like, that was fucking awesome. The double stomp on the announce table was
Sick.
crazy.
That was sick.
I would never have thought somebody would try that. That was so fucking cool. I appreciated the whole Callis and Will thing. I love the hell out of this match. It made me feel good at the end of the show. And that's what a main event is supposed to do.
You're wrong.
Call me an overrated piece of shit. Say okay.
You guys are within a quarter star of each other, okay?
Don't overrated piece.
Fuck off, both of you. I don't know what match you guys were watching. No, I appreciate you guys enjoying it as much as you did, despite what Fat Man's like. Match was trash, 4 3/4 stars.
I didn't say it was trash.
What are you fucking me?
I didn't say it was trash. You can make that face. I did not say it was trash.
It's two guys being super athletic, trying to do super athletic things that they're both getting ready for Ricochet eventually, shortly. You know what I mean? They're just, that's what they're doing here. And I love the fact there was a nod to Hayabusa with Ospreay, with the opening and the mask and everything. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. Maybe. So you guys split it up, right? The show?
No, I watched it straight through.
I watched it straight through. By this point in the show, I was like,
but also I fast forwarded it. Bell, match, end, fast forward, bell, match, end, fast forward. So I did. And it helped tremendously.
Yeah, I didn't do that because I just wanted to sit and watch wrestling. So
I watched the wrestling too.
Look,
I didn't watch the bullshit around it.
Let me be more clear. And let me pull back the curtain a little bit here. It's obviously it's a bit that I hashtag don't watch the product. But the reality is I don't have as much time as I used to do years in past where I could sit down, watch a show, and just enjoy a show to just enjoy a show. I did that with this. I really, really, really wanted to see this because there were a lot of names on this show I really wanted to see. There are a lot of matches I really wanted to see. So I just wanted to sit down and watch it for what it was.
And then the bell rang.
And that was the biggest mistake.
and then the bell rang.
So by the time I got to this, I was already starting to feel burnt out. And the ref bump pissed me off. The whole bullshit with Callis pissed me off. There were a lot of things. You're absolutely right. The match should have ended with him attempting the Tiger Driver and failing. That should have been the finish. I don't know, man. And it's gonna reflect in my overall thoughts on the show too. So
another thing I didn't like was that they were after the end. They were panning, and then Paul Turner, as soon as the bell rang, he looked up, looking around, was all like, "Oh, okay, match is done, cool, nice sell job, Paul Turner."
Right? It wasn't even the worst sell job on the show, too. But here's my thing about this. Where do we go from here? This is the cleanest you've seen Will Ospreay win or lose. Yeah, there was a little fuckery. Yeah, technically pinned Swerve when the ref was down, technically. But the reality is 1, 2, 3, Will Ospreay's out. There was no belt shot. There was no, shit like that. Yeah, it took 4 fucking finishers to do it. But as an AEW match, that was as clean as you're going to get. Where do you go from here? And he's a champion. Why did they fucking do this match? That's the other thing about this. Why did they blow their load on this match so quickly?
I don't know.
Well, you got to put Swerve over as a champ.
Why is Ultimate Warrior facing Hulk Hogan here?
According to the report, Ospreay approached AEW officials and communicated his desire to put Swerve over, a real-life good friend, to help stop the aforementioned talking point, which is that Swerve is a placeholder till Ospreay wins at an All-In. And the general lack of importance given to Swerve's reign, Ospreay already has significant creative plans in store for the rest of 2024, so he had no issue putting Swerve over. And also wanted to set an example for the rest of the AEW roster that for the company to succeed, it has to be a team effort. Ospreay reportedly proposed this idea after winning the international title, and also wanted to illustrate to other talent that nobody should be above losing a match to the world champion. After the match, some people in AEW felt that Ospreay proved his point. AEW sources also dished out strong praise for Ospreay, saying he's been great to deal with during his time, and that he has helped out when needed. Apparently, they are not going to face each other at All In, and that was never the plan to begin with anyway.
Oh yeah, I assume Ospreay's facing some. I don't want to say some big talent. I assume it's going to be Ricochet. They've been kind of breadcrumbing that for a while.
I know it's a long time from now, but I would really like the run back of Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay.
That too, yeah, that would be another big.
If he's
ready.
Yeah.
I don't think Kenny's ready at all, though.
Yeah, you never know. That man can heal.
Not a John Cena special, but it's
right.
We're probably 6 to 8 months away from him coming back.
Probably, unfortunately.
Overall thoughts on the show?
Yeah. So overall, great ending, but man, a lot of drizzle shit. MVP of me would be, of course, the Swerve Ospreay match. 70 Baker as well. I thought Baker looked like an absolute ace. Monet looks rusty as fuck, but she'll be back. Even with me being very against her character, she's a horsewoman. She's gonna get her shit in. She just needs ring time. Can we please stop trying to kill Dante Martin? This card could have been a lot better if it was shuffled correctly. So for me, match placement, it didn't work out. I thought having MJF open and then putting the 6-man next to it was just fucking overall bad. Overall, AEW has put on some bangers of late, but this one totally missed the mark. 2 3/4 stars, the old Deech special for the entire pay-per-view.
6 out of 10. There's some good matches sprinkled in. Nothing. I mean, besides the main event, there's really nothing to go out of your way to see here.
This was a typical 2015 WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's what it felt like to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It ain't WrestleMania, folks. It doesn't need to be this long. It's one thing when you have one show, maybe 2 a year that go long. We can't keep doing this every fucking month.
Especially when you have a 2-hour pre-show.
Yeah, this show was in desperate need of editing. I dare say this. Neither one of the 6 men should have been on here. The pre-show had matches that could have been on the main show, but weren't. Strangely, I'm going to say it. The ladder match didn't need to be on here.
Yeah, it did.
Fucking pay-per-view that
The ladder
they put on in 2 years.
I think the ladder match should have been on here.
I think the ladder match should have been saved. Because they could have made a bigger deal out of it, and the talent they had in the match could have easily have done another show.
I mean, if you get rid of the 2 6-men, you're saving about
40 minutes.
half hour plus entrances, about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you could put you could.
I hate it. I thought I'll give it the Bret Hart 4 out of 10. Even though I gave 3 matches 4 stars though.
Yeah.
I gotta give it 5 then, because it wasn't a. It was just a show that desperately needed an edit. That's it. There's the reality of it. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, I'm checking news and rumors here. Not too much.
Let me put the banner back up.
We talked about the whole thing.
I do have an MMA rumor that kind of quasi fits WWE.
Please talk to me about Knock.
So, it was Ray. I think it's Hachimura. No, it's not Hachimura.
Oh, I don't know.
Ray Suruya. Yes, there we go.
Wow, racist much?
Whatever. I'm
I was
trying
going to
here.
say it no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying here. Basically, he is the top 125 wrestler in Japan, but also is in love with Japanese professional wrestling.
Mhm.
So his idol is Shinsuke Nakamura. So in turn, when he literally asked Shinsuke Nakamura, "Would you mind cornering me?" He said, "Hey, I'll do it even better. I will come and help you."
Because Nakamura does have a legit MMA background.
Yes, and he's got an MMA record.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he does.
So it might be 0-4.
It's not
but
great.
It takes fucking stones to step through.
Multiple times.
Yes. Yeah, especially in that era when you have nothing but fucking juiced up roid heads.
Mm-hmm.
Just look up was it James Thompson? That dude was just a gigantic monster. But before that, there is a rumor. UFC is having a gigantic show. They're doing the Sphere. Mexican Independence Day.
Mhm.
From what I am hearing, they have offered Brock Lesnar a fight.
Wow.
Here's the problem with that. If Brock is... Well, actually, never mind. UFC used to be under USADA.
Mhm.
They have recently just stopped using USADA.
Which means Lesnar.
Which means
And-
Lesnar is technically can go.
Yeah.
Because he was suspended under USADA for 4 years. Now, because of not being under USADA and being under their own drug program, which is essentially a carbon copy of it, but if they want to flex the rules on this, they can. At the same time, I don't know any fucking heavyweight that would step in the ring with him at all. Because all the big names are booked up.
Yeah, there's really no point.
That's where I said I'll leave this as something I heard, but at the same time, Lash LaRue for life. Yes, thank you, Julian. I gotta get the gimmicks in, folks.
No.
I just
No,
don't know
that's
how to spell LaRue, I guess.
But
Caleb
that's what I heard.
Caleb Braxton is gone from
Done?
WWE. Yeah, I'm sad.
Potential AEW, from what I'm hearing.
She says
Everyone's
she's
potential AEW.
well. Yeah, she even take it with a grain of salt. She even said just because I'm leaving one wrestling company doesn't mean I'm going to another.
Yeah.
Correct.
But that doesn't mean she's not going to another. But
Honestly, I hope she ends up in like ESPN or something, like
That's
what Charlie does.
yeah. I really don't see anything else. I don't see too much going on right now. I'm purposely staying away from Money in the Bank rumors, not just for me, but for Sleazy.
I appreciate that.
No, I don't. No, I don't see anything else.
Oh, there's a big one that, well, big-ish. Creed Brothers going to Bloodsport.
Creed's going to Bloodsport.
Yeah, that's a big
Fuck
thing.
yeah.
That's in 4 weeks. in
27th,
Brooklyn.
28th. Yep, 28th.
Big deal, obviously. I'll be interested to see how that goes.
Josh Barnett, book Omos, you fool.
They got the Creed brothers. They got Shayna Baszler and NXT's Charlie Dempsey.
Dempsey.
Yeah, Dempsey also showed up on
TNA. Yep.
I would like to see who Dempsey is going against in Bloodsport.
Okay, I'm gonna be that asshole. I think I'm gonna have to be that asshole.
What else is new?
Actually, this is new for me. This is uncharted territory. This is
Uncharted
Fatman.
waters. I like it.
Yeah, this is Fatman territory usually.
What?
Me being a jaded fuck.
Cool.
Joke, right? Yeah, I like that. No, in all seriousness, I am concerned that they're going to make this not as special as it could be. You know what I mean? There's a lot of obviously having the Creed brothers on Bloodsport special, but I'm talking about specifically the TNA NXT thing, because once they start getting that ball rolling, there's only going to be when's Moose versus Obafemi? When's, Eddie Edwards versus
Dude, you give
Charlie
me
Dempsey.
Obafemi versus fucking Moose
Yeah,
on front fucking row.
give me, then it starts looking at, well, why can't we have main roster people in TNA? And I'm afraid that
Rollins.
I mean, I would kill to see Eddie Edwards versus Rollins right now. Like, give me that. Put that right in my fucking veins. But the reality is that you don't want to push this too far so it's no longer special. And right now it's still special, but I'm just fear of the future that they're just going to put too much emphasis on it, and then all of a sudden it's no longer special. Now it's, well, when is so-and-so going to go over to NXT? And when is so-and-so going to be, or the other piece of that is, so when is WWE buying TNA?
One, I'm for that. Two, I kind of agree with you because TNA, we talked about this before, is sending, bigger names to NXT while NXT is sending Charlie Dempsey. But again, TNA will get the rub more than the NXT people will, so I'm for it. But it could be better, I think. Yes, I agree with you there. They could make this, unless they're saving it for down the road. Ryan and I kind of speculated that they're going to do a Win Worlds Collide thing in December.
Okay.
Because WWE really doesn't have anything going on in December. Neither does TNA. So maybe they're saving it. Maybe they're saving it for like later in the year. That's probably why they're slow burning it.
Well, I appreciate the slow burn. Like, having Jordan grace us with her presence was fucking cool. I'm a big Grace mark. She's awesome. But then getting Hendry, like, everybody clamored for that. I would have loved somehow if they got him into Money in the Bank. That would have been cool. Because then it's literally say his name and he appears. It's right there. But alas, that's not the case. But I need to see more bigger names. Well, we have Kiana James go over to TNA, or
somebody like that.
I'm going to get it wrong.
Fallon Henley. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Fallon go over. We have Dempsey go over. I need a champion to go over.
Do we? Well, Obafemi would be the champion.
Well, no, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah. Obafemi, because what do we have coming up on TNA? Is it Slammiversary?
Slammiversary.
And you have that big old son of a bitch appear?
Yeah.
Who's he going to face?
Moose.
Moose is already in the main event, sir. He's the world champ.
Okay.
He's already booked, sir. Yes,
champion
it is.
Versus champion.
They already have it booked, sir. 6-way.
Well, no, I'm just
watch the product.
Right, don't they? Yeah.
Watch the product.
We don't watch the product. Fuck that
but
product.
At the same time, if
the better product than what we reviewed today.
If that match ends and Moose is successful, and all of a sudden I hear this,
I don't think Moose is going to be successful, sir. because I think you're onto something when you say his name and he appears,
Oh, I get it.
and then he'll show up to NXT with the TNA World Title. That's what I think's gonna happen.
I'm not against that.
Neither am I.
There's nobody on the current TNA roster that wouldn't benefit from a
Not
North
one
American
person.
title win. Not one.
Now, one person wouldn't. You said wouldn't benefit.
You're right.
Yeah, no, yeah, they would not. But yeah, they would be.
You could literally throw anybody there, and it would be a rub.
It would be. I hate to say it would be an upgrade, and it would. But because you'll get more. You're getting more eyes on you're getting more eyes on you than what TNA normally does.
Bingo.
So that's why I would say it's an upgrade in that sense.
Okay, yeah, then I agree with that. Anything else? There's something. Oh shit! I just had it too. Give me 1 second because I just had it up. The New Japan Oceania Cup. Stupid thing.
The fuck is that?
Excuse me? You sneeze?
It's fucking ridiculous. It's another tournament
Of course
that
it
New
is.
Japan's doing. And it's for a fucking cup. And it's like King of Pro Wrestling, but the key thing is that it's for Oceania. So like you're going to have like Cobb in it and obviously all the Japanese wrestlers and stuff like that. But the suggestion is that it's going to be in Sydney. The actual show is going to be in Sydney.
Could be in Australia or New Zealand.
Yeah. So
So
cool. August 16th. We'll see how it goes.
What was it? Who's the big name that's the New Zealander kid?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's Gabe Kidd, isn't it?
Okay.
Now I gotta check, but I believe it's Gabe Kidd.
Oh, Sleazy, did you happen to watch SmackDown on Friday? Or at least see one segment from SmackDown on Friday?
I did.
Because we'll be remiss not talking about that.
Hang on. You can't see me just massaging my tits.
What a fucking... Paul Heyman can't do no wrong. This Bud Light storyline just gets better and better. Like, people are like, oh, it's kind of cooled down since Rome. No, it's heating back up now.
I haven't come this hard since I've seen Kabuki Warriors wrestle. Jesus Christ.
So, apparently, from what Dirt Sheets are saying, he stayed up for 24 hours to make sure his eyes were bleached red.
Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that as the weeks went on, he got more and more angst-riven, and he started
dirty.
Yeah, he started getting more dirty. The ties weren't as tight, and then finally, this last part, you didn't shave it all.
Mm-hmm.
It was pure fucking A+ master class of storytelling. That man is my fucking hero.
And he took a bump like a fucking champ.
58 years old, and he took multiple bumps.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me. I wish I would be able to do that at 58 years old. I barely could do it at 40.
It's so great.
It is
As he
so
yawns.
amazing
Yeah, well,
to see the puka shell wearing, long hair, greased up, and just all of a sudden we hoist up one of these bad boys, aka the One, and Roman fucking comes back, and everyone is going to lose their fucking
they were
mind.
chanting for him the day after WrestleMania. People are like, I'm sick and tired of Roman, blah, blah, blah. The day after WrestleMania, they were chanting for the man. The We Want Roman chants, and they're going every fucking show.
Well, I mean,
When he comes back, there's going to be a fucking massive fucking pop.
oh yeah, absolutely.
I just want to see what town they do it in. 'Cause I don't think it's this weekend.
I don't think it is either.
I
No,
think
this
it
is going to
has to be
simmer for
Cleveland.
weeks.
I think it's got to be SummerSlam.
I don't think it matters what town it's in. To be honest,
It does matter what show it is.
Yeah.
what show it's on, but I
Yeah.
don't think it matters what town it's in.
Yeah. I think doing it at SummerSlam would be the right call. Because
Like,
then
What
you work into
according to the dirt sheets, it's Cody versus Solo at SummerSlam.
so you have 4-on-1 beatdown and then
Roman
Solo.
comes back. Well, this week it's Solo versus Cody, Owens, and Orton.
Correct. It's Bloodline versus
Yeah.
not Bloodline.
Owens, Cody.
Legacy, except not with Ted DiBiase, but with Kevin Owens.
Legacy 2.0.
But yeah.
Minus the shitting in bags.
Yes. So
And ripping out toilets.
yeah.
It's fucking asshole he was.
All right. I think we're good.
Deets, put yourself over.
At Legendary Deets on the X. Come talk shit. Always talking wrestling, always talking football, always talking. And Baltimore sports. And also good sports. Shit. Just come talk to me.
Okay, sure. Fatman, put yourself over first for the
Oh yeah, the best darn sports show period 2. We just summer. We're just gonna do with that, but I hit my mic. We just doing pop-up shows for the summer. We were gonna do one yesterday, but Heavy G couldn't make it, so we're gonna try to do one next week sometime. Talk some baseball standings, NHL and NBA free agency, and then in August we're going to start college football in the NFL. August 15th is our NFL preview show.
Are you guys doing do you guys know if you're going to do an Olympic show?
Yeah, we'll probably
A
do
date
one.
for the Olympic show.
No, we don't. We haven't talked yet. It'll probably be another pop up. I know you want to be on there and talk. It'll probably be the Olympics 2 weeks, probably a weekend. We'll probably just have one sometime.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm at TW Sleazy. Fuck you. We are Sleazy Family on X, Instagram, Threads, TikTok. Please go on over there and follow us. Find our videos at twitch.tv/SleazyandFatman, youtube.com/SleazyandFatman, premium content at onlyfans.com/The Wrestling Show. Like and subscribe on your favorite platform. Please click that notification icon on YouTube so you know when we go live and when there's cool shit that goes up on YouTube. Explore more content at WrestlingShow.com, including articles, merch, and so much more. Catch this podcast every Saturday morning on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, Podbean, or wherever you get your podcasts. Please rate us and enable automatic downloads. That really, really does help us out. So thanks to Deets. Thanks to Ryan, who managed to fucking show up, even on the day where he's working. And as always, for Sleazy,
For the Fat Man.
this is The Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. Ryan said it. We haven't said it a lot because we don't have his star ratings because he's too busy still jerking off to it. Fuck Tony Khan's alleged coke habit. A hot dog's not a sandwich. It's not. A sub is not a sandwich. It's not. A burger is a sandwich. A taco and a burrito are not sandwiches, you Indiana fuck. And next week we talk an actual wrestling promotion and Money in the Bank.
I'm the truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain of the game. The blood shedding your name. When there's nothing to gain.